Hi, I'm Diamond Drew from Let's Just Be Wizards. I'm glad to have everyone join us today to enjoy my new product, Bromosas. It's beer and orange juice mixed together, and it's really darn good. You should all go out and buy it. Bromosas. Beer and orange juice mixed together.
Let's all be wizards and fly around in the sky. Let's all be wizards, if only we could never die. Let's cast some spells with all of our dear friends. Let's all be wizards, the magic it would never end. And we'll fly so high in the sky. Fly so high in the sky. Fly so high in the sky.
So yeah, you got to give context when you talk about brony stuff.
No, I
feel
don't.
Yeah, otherwise
Yeah,
No, I
you
don't,
do.
because then you won't know. Then if you can assume if it's no one you know that you know
No.
about, then that's probably one
No.
of those things.
sometimes you talk about chat room stuff, and I don't understand. And, well, I understand, but the people listening sometimes don't.
Yeah, you wouldn't. It's not just brony stuff. It's like if it was anything specific, like specific to any fandom or any group of people, you would mention the group of people that it's from, right? No,
Is this
I
all
mean,
implied?
you could. I feel like it.
I would say my friend who's a musician when I'm talking about something that happened.
If you were
with-
talking about your friend
that
who was
scene.
a musician in that scene.
Hello and welcome to Let's Just Be Wizards. I'm your host, Adam Hilton.
God.
And with me in the studio tonight we have...
Hi, Diamond Drew here.
Dreary and clearly hot Max Lehman.
apparent Arcturian starseed Coco.
And this week on Wizards, we explore the sensual and illuminating realm of sex magic. Does it work? Can you do it by yourself? Is it dangerous?
Yes.
Let's find out.
Can I do it by myself?
But before we do that, I want to give a big shout out to our first ever patron.
Oh, yeah.
You should have told me. I would have got my air horn.
Hey guys, get excited more.
Who is
Sorry.
he?
Who's
I
the
wanna know who
patron?
This
Thank you,
amazing-
patron.
Oh, it's Jason Wilson.
Do we know-
Can you put that closer to the mic or put it on speaker?
Hold on. I wasn't prepared.
Our sound effects lady is
Okay.
Jason Wilson.
All right.
Jason Wilson signed up for our highest tier, and for that, we'll be receiving a Let's Just Be Wizards sticker he can slap on any black candle he chooses, and a consecrated totem imbued with divine sorcery. So yeah, Jason, we sent you a message. Just let us know what you want your totem to do, what effect it will have, or you can let us just pick one for you.
Jason, just take these and go do some questing,
And I've got some
Fine.
cool ingredients for these. So they just purchased recently on the dark web.
Where did
so
you get them?
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's awesome, Jason Wilson. Way to go, man.
Way to go.
Way to go,
Thank you
Jason.
so much. It is with support like yours that episodes like this are possible.
Thank you.
Someday, I'll pay you guys.
Someday.
I promise.
We're locked in a basement for 12 hours a day. What you guys don't see
He gives us
behind
homework.
the scenes.
It interferes.
The homework is strenuous.
And you
With
guys learn how to do real
online
magic.
Chat room
We've
stuff.
just been having sex for 12 hours a day the past
That's
week
what you've
Kind
been
of.
doing.
Yeah, that sounds
maybe.
terrible.
in the dungeon.
Ugh.
Back to the
Anyways,
sex cave.
yeah. So our topic this week
all the
is
tiles are lava in the sex clave. Yeah.
sex magic. I already said that. Dang it! I failed for the first time. Now, let's look at this week in wizardry.
This is good pod. Well, I found an article about somewhere in England. It was a dubious article with very little sources. Said some woman killed her baby in a satanic sacrifice,
Ooh.
though. It just seemed to be kind of it was from a news source I don't usually go to, which is The Sun, which is kind of tabloidy and sort of clickbaity sometimes, and don't really provide
they
a
just
lot
slap
of. They just
satanic
like,
on it.
well, this was clearly a mental health issue that this woman was having, but we don't like Mexicans and we
Hey.
don't like Satanists, so this was totally how the article that
whether
I
that was
found was.
I mean, that was a bad thing of her to do. Shame, but
Yeah.
are we gonna just discredit her?
Well, let's say she was dedicated enough to sacrifice an infant. Like, still, I mean, you gotta fight.
Let's not throw the baby
let's
out
not
with the
throw
bathwater.
Oh my God.
Let's not throw the bathwater out with the fake news stories here.
Or that, yeah. but-
Well, civilization crushes many babies a year.
So right, exactly. What's it like? It's not like she killed someone who like had a life and was like, I've
Wait.
achieved any of my goals in life.
Can we go back to what
Just a
Max
baby,
said?
you can make a new one.
It's
How,
just
how
just
does
kind of
civilization
because
crush millions
it's got
of
such
babies?
big gears.
The gears of civilization.
It does.
It's like, is that like
That's
society
beautiful.
but with
Yeah.
civilizations?
We've got a
It's the most
resident poet
beautiful thing
here.
I've
I'm
ever
sorry.
heard.
I'm sorry. It's just this. I've seen it. I've seen parts of the machine at different times, and it's just kind of.
Man,
I don't know.
Wow.
so the Sun article, did it get into any more details about
it
the,
was so scarce on any details. It like had all these kind of like
is it in England that this
it was in
happened?
England apparently. Well, actually, you know what? It wasn't even like they wouldn't even give you a where for the where, when, and the why. Like like
Those
they were
W's
but
that
no,
you
like
learn
it
about
was
in
the-
journalism
in
101.
newspaper class in middle school, right? Exactly. Like so. Like the letters in bold were like a Mexican who was and her husband couldn't see the child. I'm like, and like all these like men's rights issue here. Like, oh, if only the father could have done something, and if only these Mexicans weren't that way in the first place.
Wait, is the
What?
sun slanted towards the
Oh
right?
yeah, yes, entirely. It's like it's worse than the Inquirer is
Oh,
as
yeah.
far as its agenda.
That's so funny that they take sides when they're supposed to be doing stuff about celebrities. And
But still, like no, they're
maybe
still
they could
trying
even
to
do alien stuff.
By the
if
way,
they wanted.
I have a suggestion for our next episode.
What's that?
We'll just call it "quote unquote" dark days, like any kind of like spooky shit.
Like
you know?
local urban ghost stories.
I think you should
and-
start a spin-off podcast called Dark Days
Dark
with
days.
Max Lehman.
All right,
Dark Days with Max Lehman.
with Max Lehman.
Today we're gonna look at the glory of ghost. This is a ancient urban legend.
You guys are
which
awesome.
is,
I'd love for you to help me set
haunting
that
the
up.
people
I'm
of
gonna get some
Sacramento.
material together.
Wait,
for,
Max, I
many
really
years.
would help
Yeah.
you get this started. What
Yeah.
do you guys think?
I just need
Community?
to
Doing that.
invest. I need to get an
Episode.
apple.
Dark Days
right?
with
Will
Max
be-
Lehman.
Yeah.
on the glory of ghost.
I could totally help
I would
you
watch that.
set this podcast up.
I would.
I
do
can't
all
help
the-
you set it up, but I'll cheer you on.
So
All right.
Subscribe, 5-star reviews.
I
From the
will.
couch.
Hey,
also,
so
hold on,
too.
hold on. I just got. Speaking of this week in
I'll shout
wizarding,
you guys out.
I just got a source on the local beat here.
Oh wow!
That local podcaster and level 90 wizard Max Lehman has decided to branch out on his own
Yeah.
with his own spin-off podcast
Oh,
from the
whoa.
Let's Just Be Wizards universe. It'll be the first official spin-off project of that podcast. Look
I
for
would
that.
definitely subscribe to that
listen to
podcast.
What's
that.
it called?
Dark Days with Max
Ooh.
Lehman.
Ooh, that sounds
That's
cool.
a spooky idea.
Yeah.
Hey,
Spooky.
some of us just see monochrome, in our dreams. So it's,
Which ones? Who? You?
Some of them, yeah.
Is monochrome
Yeah, well-
the shitty, not black and white, but
It's
trying to be black
that's
and white?
sepia tone.
Oh, sepia tone's the shitty one, trying to
Yeah.
be black and white.
Trying to be.
Monochrome would be like green text on a black background.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how some people type.
Yeah.
They do all their screenplays and stuff. It helps them.
I use a Commodore 64 for distraction-free writing. It really helps me with my touch typing and my spelling without a crutch.
And that classic
Yeah.
click-clacky
Click-clack
keyboard.
sound.
Commodore 64, you can use all 64 of them.
Dad's
Yeah.
working on the taxes with
Oh, yeah. Well, let me
TurboTax.
show you
It
how to
reminds me
do
of the
93.
Matrix so much, and
So-
that would make me feel so cool if I had that.
You want one?
Yeah,
Really?
just I'd be like, yeah,
That's what I thought once.
clack.
All right, so is that all the news we got this week?
No, there's another story.
All right, let's hear it.
Somewhere else that sucks, but this is for real. It's in the U.S.
Okay.
This
Can't
guy,
think
like
of-
20 years ago, like the locals were all like, he's satanic. He must have been the one who did the murder. And that was all the evidence they had.
We need
So-
more background on this.
So, 20 years ago, a man was convicted
Where?
of murder in somewhere in the South.
Okay,
Say Georgia.
Mississippi, Georgia.
You know, somewhere like that.
Uh-huh.
Maybe. Tennessee, wherever.
We need a young Jamie to
And
fact check for us.
and then
Yes.
this guy gets convicted, and just this week his conviction gets overturned because there was no evidence to support the case that he had murdered anyone, which is what he had always said all along. So, guy's life got ruined, but not convicted of satanic sacrifice in this case.
Okay.
So that's all the news this week.
Woo!
Yay!
All right. And now on to the topic: sex magic. What is sex magic?
Got that
could it
sex
be?
magic.
I think it's not fair to label it as any one thing.
It's not fair to use any labels. Why do we title
Yeah,
the
why do we have
podcasts?
to? Yeah, why do we have to say what kind of weed we're buying at
Why
the
do we
dispensary?
introduce ourselves at the beginning of the
What
episode?
do I need a name
Well,
specifically
let's all just
for
describe
myself for?
what we think it is. you
What's
know.
the difference between yellow and purple and orange and green? Who cares?
And so sex magic to me is utilizing the power that you get during the state of orgasm to put your intent into something and conjure something into being with that
Yes.
intention, that delicious orgasmic intention. That's what I see it as.
Yep.
Anybody disagree with that?
Nope.
You want to fight about this? Andrew, you
You're
look
full
like
of
you want to
crap.
fight.
You're so full of crap.
Why?
Because
How?
Oh,
means-
shining angels.
that means you could. That means essentially you could just jerk off and use that orgasm to engage in sex magic, and I don't think that's
Yep.
right. That
Oh.
means you could potentially do rape and also engage in sex magic, and I don't think that's right.
You mean of yourself?
Of anything. Like, oh, look, I got my orgasm. Good, now I can channel my power, you know?
You don't need to go there, I don't think.
Well,
Anyways,
Crowley
I feel
did.
like it's flawed, and I think, but once again, as I've said before, Crowley was a known asshole.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah, I'm sure you can
To be
manipulate it.
that
It would just
type
be
of
considered
person-
like a black magic.
To be that type of person, you kind of have to be an asshole, right?
No, I disagree.
Well, it certainly works for that archetype.
No,
What are
I
we
think that's
talking
just a
about?
stereotype that needs to get broken. There's
Yeah,
no
exactly. It's
Aleister
humanity.
Crowley?
being an asshole.
yeah.
And also, what were we saying, that he liked to jerk off
Uh-huh.
to do sex magic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like something he would do.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do it with
Really?
a partner. You can do it in a group.
You can ask a monk
That's,
how they do it.
I'd say that's probably the best, most powerful way.
Is that what, that's what
I've heard, or been researching a little, and I've just heard some sources say that the more people, the more power.
Yeah.
You mean fire rituals in Scotland?
I don't know, fucking orgies and stuff.
Yeah.
The more people, the more fun, probably. Oops, I'm sorry. I mean, the more people, the more fun.
Well, that's
Maybe.
But are we talking
Could
about?
get
Are we
co-
talking about
confusing.
just? Yeah. Are we talking about just sex or sex magic?
We're talking
here?
about sex magic, so let's
magic.
try and keep it on topic, guys.
So,
Get
like,
your
talking
heads out of
about
the gutter.
like whether we enjoy the thing more, I think we need to try to keep that separate from what this topic is.
Who's
on this.
talking? No one's going off on what they enjoy more. I'm saying
No, Well,
what I've been,
no,
what
Adam
I was.
said it was more. Well, that would probably make it more fun, is what Adam said.
Oh well, I didn't. I ignored that.
That was just what I thought you were implying.
No.
Anyways, so an orgasm, it said, transports the user to a state of altered state of consciousness, and this being able to tap into this realm makes that power of the mind even more powerful.
Indubitably.
Power of the mind more powerful.
Or powerful, and you can focus your energy easier, your intent on
More
the
gusty and robusty.
and amazing things can happen. I don't know. That's my take on sex magic in a nutshell. It can take on many amazing, more complicated forms, but that is the nut of sex magic.
Okay.
Well, the way I think of it is, what is the embodiment of sex? Creating
You
life.
are.
Creating life. Is life magic?
Creation.
Yeah.
Nah, that's really
That sounds kind
life's really
Classically, I'm just saying.
You're really
but new
overrating. And no, new age.
Age,
What?
new
Yeah,
age
new
ideas
age.
are great, and they should be embraced.
What new age ideas are you referring to,
The
Max?
kinds they were doing, like back in Babylon or some shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, it's said that the earliest known practical teachings of sex magic in the Western world come from 19th century American occultist Pascal Beverly Randolph under the heading of The Mysterious of Euless. And I have a little quote from that text. All right. If a man has an intelligent and loving wife with whom he is in complete accord, he can work out the problems of how to achieve magical results
Is
by
that
her
like
aid.
a Honda Accord?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adam. They are a radical, soul-sexive series of energies. The right is a prayer in all cases, and the most powerful that earthly beings can employ. It is best for both man and wife to act together for the attainment of the mysterious objects sought. Seems like he's saying, if you have sex with your wife, you guys can do magic together
Yeah.
while you're doing sex, and sounds like
It's a pretty straight. You know what I like about this one? How straightforward the process has been.
Yeah, it ain't
As
too
far
far a
as,
measure.
There's no stretch of the imagination as to what needs to be done. Like ritual sex magic. Well, so you think about the magic thing you want and do the sex. Mm-hmm. You know, not every spell. Well, as we learned from Jack Parsons, like he was relentless at attempting this. Like,
Right.
You know,
Sometimes it can be difficult for me anyway to concentrate on some concept or something like that. You know, it's like or a thing that I want or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, how do I get in the mood, but also like think about some material object or whatever. Like I don't get hot when I think about cash.
really?
interesting.
That's exactly
See.
how mine worked. I just
Yeah.
stared at money and it.
yeah, like I
Yeah, fuck old world ideas, you know.
right. I'm like I want social and political success in my
But
closed
also,
system.
I
you know?
was reading that you're supposed to actually feel the feeling, not just think the thought, but feel the feeling. Like, what would it feel like to have X amount of money in my bank
Yeah.
account? How would that feel? Like, what security would I feel? And
I get kind of a chubs when I look
No,
at
no,
my
I'm
bank
just
account
saying, like,
after I
it's-
get paid. you
yeah,
know?
I'm just saying it's difficult to maybe like conjure up, for me anyway, to conjure up those feelings.
Did you try to get more money?
I don't know if I want to share what my intention was.
We're not there yet.
Okay.
We'll see how I'm feeling.
So in the latter part of the 19th century, there was a sexual reformer named Ida Craddock, so feminist, who published several works dealing with sacred sexuality, most notably Heavenly Bridegrooms and Psychic Wedlock.
Whoa.
Aleister
Psychic
Crowley
Wedlock
was
sounds-
hot on this
What
one.
is this psychic
That's
wedlock?
a good band name.
Yeah, Psychic
Psychic
Wedlock.
Wow.
Damn it.
I'd pay to hear them.
No psychic.
That's a commitment.
We're not using
We're
the word
giving.
psychic.
We're
in a
trademarking
band
this
name.
right now, so no one can take
That's all
this.
you.
So Aleister Crowley reviewed Heavenly Bridegrooms in the Equinox, which was his journal, and he said that it is one of the most remarkable human documents ever produced, and it should certainly find a regular publisher in book form. The authoress of the MS claims that she was the wife of an angel. She expounds at the greatest
Hit
length the philosophy connected with this thesis. Her learning is enormous. This book is of incalculable value to every student of occult matters.
Incalculable value.
No magic library is complete without it.
Oh, nice endorsement there.
I
at the
know.
end. That's like
Damn.
he wrote that. Like
Someone
that's
paid
what's on
him.
the inside. It's like on the
Inside
back
flap.
cover. Yeah, the inside.
And you're like,
flap.
what's this book about?
Who
But
is this?
all is a bunch
Him
of
just going
Norman
like,
Mailer endorsements and Aleister Crowley.
guess
and-
what?
Yes,
Buy
you can
5 copies.
That's all it says on the back of a book.
Guess what?
Buy 5.
Buy 5 copies.
Gosh, that's a good one.
And 5 more for your butler.
Diamond Drew's secret to success. Guess what? Buy 5 copies.
Who says
find
that?
out.
Who's that quote from?
I just
You're gonna put a quote on your own book.
my own
yourself.
book. Yeah, myself. Guess what? Didn't Colbert do that? Put like his own quote on the back of his book.
Yeah, he's a pioneer in that way.
Yeah.
In the days of humorous, non-required learning manuals, like the one.
Well, America was funny because it was very much like one of those
Jon Stewart's America.
crappy textbooks you see
In high school, yeah.
school. Like that's why that one was.
All right. Well, while the OTO included from its inception the teaching of sex magic in the highest degrees of the order, when Crowley became head of the order, he expanded on these teachings.
He introduced butt stuff, right?
Yeah. He created 3 new levels, and
Nice.
on top of we went over this in the OTO Tolima episode, but yeah, level. I'm looking at my Roman numerals here. 8 is masturbatory or autosexual magical techniques, referred to in the Lesser Work of Soul. So see, even Crowley, he says you can do it alone.
Okay.
But moving up,
DIY. I prefer to call it.
eventually, if you're just
You need you need a sci-fi writer there to take notes.
you need
obviously.
to turn out from I'm trying to think of a Chad joke here.
Yeah.
Go from magical what's it? Virgin neophyte
To,
magical Chad.
to
This is not going right.
Full on occult Chad.
No fucking clue
That's
what
like
you're talking
some
about.
Lilith
All
stuff.
right.
And okay, so heterosexual
Virgin
magic.
neophyte wizard.
Hold on, we're talking about the
Occult
heteros.
Chad.
Yeah, so level 9 is heterosexual magic, and yeah, so it's pretty self-explanatory there.
Okay.
And then 11, which if you're
Where's
gay,
gay?
well, this is the funny thing they have for level 11. It says here. I don't know why they skipped 10. Maybe 10 is like the optional gay one, but
10's
It
a
says
hidden
anal.
level.
yeah, 11 is anal intercourse.
Really?
Okay, so what? So it's heterosexual or it's anal?
Anal is the ultimate.
Anal is implying homosexuality.
Implying dude on dude there.
What about-
Implying
what
No, because it
about-
could be a dude on
Implying
a
like
woman.
some
What
kind of
about
Spartan
no?
regime?
What about no? What about 2 chicks? Where's
implying
that? That's
full
not
homo on that
represented.
one?
Yeah, there's no way that works.
Why?
How
that-
does that work?
Because witches forever.
I have no, I'm just kidding. I'm not ignorant of these things, but that's how Crowley.
I just think it's odd.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's what 10 was, and it just got kind of.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
just
saying.
got
Ten's
it got
missing.
The witches-
patriarchy to
well,
fucking out.
No,
of
the
history.
witches were like, yeah, we're not letting them. We're not letting Crowley turn this into part of his brand.
Oh yeah,
you
they
know?
probably kept
Good.
that
I like
secret
that
from
story
him.
better.
Yeah.
They
All right.
subverted the patriarchy.
That's what I feel like might have because 10 is mysteriously
that's hot.
conspicuously missing.
No, we're
and pretty
not letting them
obvious
have
as
them
to
all.
what it should
We're not
be.
letting them have them all,
Yeah.
guys. Come on.
Now let's turn our dash cams over to the Russian occultist Maria de Naglowaska,
Because Russia, you need dash cam.
mystic, author, and journalist, who wrote and taught about sexual magical ritual practices while also being linked with the Parisian
Doing the
the squat.
Sorry,
Poop your
Drew's
pants.
doing gargoyle
Yes,
pose
it's
right
not
now, randomly.
It's not the gargoyle pose.
Oh, you're
thank you.
Slavs in Russian or in tracksuits.
He just did the Slav in the tracksuit.
I wasn't, and
Stance.
yet I wasn't
Slavs
wearing a
posing in
tracksuit
tracksuits.
today.
They can't see that.
I know,
Anyways,
but I
Go
did
like
it
that on
anyway,
Facebook,
and-
everyone. That's a great
and
page.
Maria de
Maria Day squatting in a
Naglowski.
tracksuit.
Established and led an occult
Uploading-
society.
Uploading dash cam videos to YouTube.
She established and led an occult society known as Confrere de la Flecha d'Or, Brotherhood of the Golden Arrow in Paris, from 1932 to 1935. In 1930, you're still thinking about Russia or something Eastern European.
No, the memes
The
are
whole
just
gamut.
meme while you wait.
Face tattoos.
just meme while you wait.
Okay, well they're winning
it
the
rolling.
info war right now, so wouldn't be laughing so hard if I were you.
I only watch Cyber War on Vice, you guys. I don't watch InfoWar.
You've moved on to cyber war.
No, I like Cyber War on
This
Vice.
episode
That's-
sponsored
good-
by dabbing
Good
in
pod.
general.
Sponsored by Infowars.com. Always has been, always will be.
Sponsored by Adidas.
Yeah, we're secretly sponsored by Alex Jones, everyone.
Oh, I wish.
Oh God, give me that sweet,
We'll
sweet
hawk
Alex
his,
Jones
fuck
money. I will
his
sell
pills.
vitamins.
Have you seen that
I-
new video of him? How, like they took all the instances of him saying "fucking wearing with the fucking mustaches," and he still it says Alex Jones
Wow.
hates the mustaches.
He hates mustaches.
He was
Well,
talking about cops and other people with mustaches.
First of all-
and I wanted to send it to you, Adam, because it's so funny. I don't know. Have you seen that
Mustache is
I
a
haven't.
well-known
one? Look
side
that one up,
effect
everybody.
of
Alex
not
Jones hates mustaches.
having enough
Doing you a favor.
calcium in your diet.
A mustache means you don't have enough calcium.
So if you can get new,
What?
you've used Alex Jones' new full calcium powder,
No, he hates them.
cocoa, and you will be cured of all your mustache having. Your mustache having ways will be gone overnight. You'll shave it off. You'll wake up feeling revitalized, vitalicized. You'll have a full day's worth of calcium, omega-3 fatty acids, and all your good cholesterol right here, all in one easy to drink chocolate flavored powder.
and you can see which the people are the amphibians.
You'll be able to see which one are
gay
reptilioids,
frogs.
are gay frogs trying to turn your children gay.
Yeah. So, anyways, this Brotherhood of the Golden Arrow.
Now, I know your mustache is cool. You got little gold
Okay, dank me. Meanwhile, you wait.
Awesome. Our sound effects lady is on point tonight.
When you
5
take enough
seconds
vitamins,
behind
you
at all
can yell as
times.
loud as me. Yeah, I like him too. I
But
like
yeah,
him a lot.
Pascal Beverly Randolph.
Max can yell now
Jesus.
because of
Yeah,
vitamins.
I took the Alex
Count to
Jones
10,
vitamins,
everyone.
you guys. Yeah.
I'm just gonna, Google that. Anyways, that's what I got in the history of sexual magic, and from there, I would like to simply go on to our own experiences working with sexual magic.
Oh yeah.
Unless you wanted to talk about any background with. Did I miss anything there?
No.
Well, I did because that was all only Western sexual magic stuff.
Oh, well, I mean, there's Tantra. That's completely different.
Okay.
That needs to be.
Then we're off the hook. for
Yeah,
that one.
we don't have to talk about Tantra because Tantra is
Oh,
actually
yeah.
healing through sex.
I'd like some.
And sex magic
Well,
is
hold on. That sounds important.
acquisition through sex.
Yeah, it sounds better than what I was doing.
This
Yeah.
this is witchcraft. Tantra is healing, new age. Not new age, but it's ancient.
And
but,
we're wizards, not healthy people.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
We take the shortcut.
Yeah.
Not me, but you guys.
Whatever. You don't know.
You're locked in now.
Nah, just I'm here.
No,
right
you're
now.
obligated.
Oh, look at you trying to put distance between yourself and us. Look at you.
We also associate
are-
with witches. Do you
we
consider
are-
yourself a witch?
We are in this
Yeah,
together.
so if you really want to include me, you're gonna have to change the name. It's all the whole thing.
We're trying to say
Oh.
women can be wizards too.
I don't want to. I don't
You
know.
don't have to be a
Can.
witch.
They
I'm not
should.
How can I be? How can I be a wizard?
Just listen to our podcast.
listen.
I've.
Start to finish. All right, so let's go around the room. Let's. Who wants to start off with what they did? Because we're doing sexual magic, so our homework was, of course, to do a sexual magic ritual, and I kind of left it open, like as far as how much you want to reveal about it, and knowing that this is being broadcast.
I'll go
around
after-
the world.
I'll go after the first person.
Okay.
Or are we actually gonna do? I'm not gonna go first on this one.
I'll
Not
go
playing
first
that
if you
game.
want.
All right, that's good.
All right.
Okay. I was going to have actual sex with someone. I don't know if I would have told you guys if I did though. But anyway, I'll tell you anyways because I didn't.
We
end
would
up
have
doing
found
it.
out.
I was gonna have actual sex and check that out. But then it triggered some weird stuff in me from stuff from my past, sexual trauma. And so I just want to also make a disclaimer to people that are listening if they're practicing themselves. If you have any sexual trauma, you might want to rethink doing sex magic. Or you can do DIY, do it yourself, which is, I think, easier to concentrate on. And ultimately, that's like half the reason I did it that way. And then the other half would be, trying to avoid any kind of triggers of sexual trauma. So I kind of backed out of that situation. And I did it myself. And I have noticed a few... I did it like the typical way, and I try to, hold the feeling of I have this thing, or this thing is already in my life that I want. And
did you have a ritual that went along with it?
I did a little ritual, like I lit a candle, and and I did golden diamond for protection, which went over in the last episode, and I trademark
Let's
of
just be Wizards
Archangel Michael.
2017.
2017
last year.
Last year.
Gotta get that updated.
And then I've done it. Okay, so I'll just say the last time I did it, sex magic via myself was probably about 4 months ago, and I did a whole it was a lot more elaborate what I did last time, and I had like a sigil that I made for it, and I placed that over like my sacral chakra, which is the second one up, which is associated.
The orange one?
What?
The orange chakra?
Yes.
Because I'm looking at the chart on the wall right here. And
Yes.
It's looking like pretty orange
It's
to me.
orange, yeah. And so that's
I only eat
sex
stuff
and
that's
creativity and that sort of thing. What?
I only eat things that are orange.
That's because it activates that center of your brain.
Cheez-Its, Reese's Pieces.
Maybe
Things in orange containers.
you have an overactive sacral chakra.
Max, why are you hiding your face?
No, nothing.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You don't, or is it because we're talking about
No, just because it kind of
masturbation?
You what?
I'm good.
Come up to the mic. What's wrong? Tell everyone.
I'm good. It worked out. I got everything, but I had to.
Well, no,
I
just
had to
mean, are
really
you
like
okay?
fight for myself sometimes.
Yeah. You had to fight for yourself to
Yeah, I've
sit
been
up closer
feeling-
to the microphone.
Feeling kind of shitty lately, but let's continue.
All right. We'll try and survive
Okay, so
the next hour.
So, I'm talking about the ritual that I performed about 4 months ago. So that I used like different crystals, and I mean I put a lot more ceremony into that and a lot more ritual into it, and that one seemed to be okay. But I did one. Actually, it's been almost a year since I did one, and that's the one I wanted to talk about because I realized things take time to manifest sometimes.
Right.
And so what I did this past week was nothing I haven't done before, and I'll just see what happens with the results. But there was one about a year ago, and it was really weird because so basically I was trying to summon in my perfect partner. And so I did this whole list of things that are really important to me. Physical, non-physical, emotional, sexual, so just the whole gamut of what you would want. And then I did my own personal numbers.
Was income a thing?
Actually, no.
Height?
No, the only thing was he needed to have his own house,
Okay.
his own place,
That
roommates
you could
or
move
not.
Into.
No, roommates or not, just he needed to have his own place because I like
He
having
can't
my
live
own
with
place.
his parents?
No.
Gosh, you got
I don't
some
live. I don't.
high standards.
Okay, look, I don't live with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Equality.
Yeah.
So yeah, I put a specific height down. I put a specific like this color hair, these color eyes. I mean, I was very. I even put. Oh my god, this is the craziest part too. I put the astrology sign or the sign I was interested in, and then I was like, no, that's too limiting, and I crossed it out, and then I put just like whatever, any Earth sign. And then I was like, no, any Earth.
Scribbled that down.
No, then I crossed that out, and then I put any Earth or water sign, right, in astrology. And he ended up being the first one I wrote down, which is a specific sign.
Who ended up being?
I'm not going to tell you who it is, but
The person you met.
I'm not going to tell you who it is.
Yeah, don't tell us who it is. No names.
Well, you said who would he end up being?
Well, did it
so
work?
the story.
Hold on.
Okay, so
Did it work out?
I'm filling you out with the details first. So that I did that one, and I placed that. I folded this paper up and I placed it over my sacral chakra with the crystal. Did the sex magic ritual and just imagined meeting this person, and I didn't know who they were, but I had this image in my mind of what they look like. Went to a party that night, a friend get together thing. It was all musicians and really cool people, and I had a really good time. I met a lot of new people, and I did meet a guy that kind of matched that description, but it was a really short conversation, and I was like, okay, that's the end of that. That's not the guy, right? And then the next morning, he had sent me like a Facebook friend request.
Yeah.
And then we kind of started talking, and it was kind of seeming to go that route. And then I realized, like, oh shit, he is that sign, that astrological sign that the first one I wrote down, even though I crossed it out and I redid it like 3 times. It was the first one that I wrote down. He was the exact height I wrote down, hair color, eye color. I mean, everything. I wrote down like that he needed to be like musically creative, and I mean all these things, like everything on that list.
Wallet chain.
But the point is that I met him the same fucking day. Even though like I didn't realize it when I met him, I realized it like a week later. I was like, oh shit, that's that guy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, and now I realize, because it's been about a year, right? I realized that because it fizzled out and we just became friends, and we still are. And I realized that when I did the ritual, so this is important too. You have to really think about what you're what you're manifesting into reality. So when I did the ritual, all I thought about was meeting this person and having a spark, right, with this person. But I didn't envision like anything happening with this person necessarily, or like how would we be in a relationship and how would I want him to treat me and all these things. I didn't go into all that. I was just like, this is the person, and like I envisioned the person, and he fucking manifested. But it didn't work out because I didn't go. I mean, I don't know that I can draw that conclusion.
You didn't think it through? You didn't think about the wedding, the kids?
No.
Putting
What
the
kind of
kids through
furniture you were
college?
gonna get?
What happens when they get back home from college and then they don't use their degree?
What happens when his sex drive goes and we start to have to use Viagra?
No, you imagine that it's still going.
By the
That
lake.
it never happens, right? You have to
Yeah.
imagine that none of those bad things ever happen.
Because anyone you leave out during that ritual.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. No, but I think that's pretty amazing.
It's really fucking weird. Like, to this day, I still believe that that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Same sign and everything.
That was the thing that was the weirdest part, because I had crossed it out. But that was the first one that just came to my mind.
Well, in a way, never mind. I was going to say, like, it was kind of like a joke. Like, ha ha ha, you crossed it out, and that's...
Well, it was the universe kind
It
of
would
like
have
just,
worked
I feel
out
like
if you
confirming.
hadn't. No, I think that I like where Adam's going.
Oh,
It would have worked out if you just hadn't crossed out that one criteria.
Oh, fuck. Maybe that was it.
Uh-huh.
And the cosmic jester laughs.
Mhm.
But yeah,
That's why when you said that, I was like, well, did it work out when you met the guy? Like, it's like, I'm like, get to that. Yep, shouldn't have crossed that out. Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, I would probably have a boyfriend right now if that were the case. But I mean, I really wanted to manifest my soulmate, and maybe I fucked it up so bad that I did, and then it didn't work out. Like, but that's I think how powerful sex magic is. It's so powerful. It's probably one of the most powerful forms of magic that you can do.
Allegedly.
And Hollywood knows this. Allegedly.
Oh yeah.
How did you learn it?
How they make Batman.
Did you guys like actually do book reading, or did you just try something weird?
Well, why don't you tell us about what you did?
I kind of just tried something weird, you guys.
All right,
Ooh.
Max.
What I did is, like, before, I even thought of doing, like, the magic the next day of going and finding it, doing it.
What Max did was he was huffing gas
No.
in his apartment.
There was a gas leak
He
in
was
my
huffing
apartment.
No, he had disconnected the gas line from the wall furnace.
Is that
And
like
he
a
had-
type
Andrew-
of
and he
autoerotic
had hooked up, and
asphyxiation?
he had hooked up a gas mask.
I'll bring you to
it.
fucking hell over this one day.
Yeah, you don't like me
Clap
telling
back.
people what
Clap
you're
back,
up
Max.
to, which was
Lay off, dude.
he's been huffing gas. Is what it is. It is a form of autoerotic asphyxiation, except there's a lot more vomiting than there is
It wasn't intentional.
eroticism.
I'll
Yeah.
stick a rhino horn through your kneecap. I fucking swear.
I like this new Max.
Max is getting more.
Yeah.
Is coming more to the,
The
dark
edge.
side.
Yeah,
all the
a little
time.
bit.
Nice.
Anyways, back to my story. Thank you.
Max, you were
Thank you.
You're losing points now.
Thank
Well,
you. All right.
by thanking us.
Max.
Anyways,
Edge.
I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I didn't do any drugs or do any caffeine for like 2 days
Wow.
before.
Wow.
So I got my
Just-
receptor in my head
just
nice and
gas
fat
huffing.
and juicy. So giving myself
Just huffing gas.
giving myself.
It was an accident, a potentially fatal accident.
You're
that
trying.
happened,
You're
Andrew.
trying to
It's not
disarm me
funny.
from writing something that reading something I prepared and what I did.
Yes, let's
All
have
right.
uninterrupted Max time
thank
right
you.
now.
Okay, but a little anecdote. I've been complacent for the last 3 years and finding a casual female partner to enjoy as a person and fuck as an animal. And so, understandably, this episode really hits home. But instead of giving up the assignment and resorting to whoring myself at a truck stop,
Oh, so you wrote this all down as a
no,
narrative?
yeah,
as a narrative.
yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like
said he was
it's
gonna
an
share
app.
an
It's a
anecdote.
day
Good.
after
Let-
anecdote here.
Just keep
okay?
going. Keep
All right.
keep it up.
Thank
Don't-
you.
Don't let anyone even talk.
Don't
Just
even.
keep
Yeah.
maxing away.
I decided to take a more roundabout approach on this episode's assignment. So on Thursday, late afternoon, after much twiddling of thumbs and scratching of genitals, I decided to go to the undisclosed titty bar in Sacramento to see the working gals in their natural state, but to gaze upon lustful acts of all shapes, sizes, and flavors.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have been to such
magic.
places before, but I always attend with a caution to watch and wait to observe customs before throwing cash or getting a dance. So I enjoyed many a mandatory sprite and unfocused from the scene as a whole until Brandy with 2 E's took the stage
Ooh.
with 2 E's at the end.
I'm already in love.
She was very attractive.
wide on.
She was a very attractive black woman with a disarming stare who looked like she could model or play tennis easily. So after her songs, I made no small show of letting my 2 $5 bills float on the stage at her feet.
No small.
And within minutes, we had ourselves a booth. I requested. She referred to me as her dirty space captain.
Oh yes.
And she playfully ruffled my hair with her opulently manicured silver and black nails.
Space Captain Max.
And then
So I gave her my number.
What?
I gave her my number. I said, hey, you want to make a bit more? You know where to score.
what?
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh my God! What happened? Did she call you?
So I got a room. I got a room.
No.
Jack
And
Parsons Jr.
On the
told-
fucking edge of my seat
and
right now.
I got like some cheap some cheap liquor, and
Good enough.
and we partied, and it was fun, and it was amazing, and everything I needed, and I was just kind of like broken to see her go, but she has to go back to
Did
Seattle to take care of her mom, but her
what?
my donation said she would help her.
Oh,
Did,
good.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Did you do the Magick thing?
I
What was
did
your
the Magick.
experience?
Oh,
doing
So
you
that's
so you
how-
did the sex magic
The experience
too? Look
was
at
I'm
you.
just like I was imagining
so
in my head.
proud.
I'm a very visual magician, so like, leading up. Okay, I'm in. Here we go. We're probing. We're doing the fucking cowboy.
Did you tell her that you were doing sex magic?
Who was on top?
Yeah, I was on top.
Oh, Max.
Yeah, like,
Very good.
mm.
But did you tell her that this was part of the
No,
stripper?
I didn't tell
that
her
this
any
was
of
a
that. I
sex
didn't want to
ritual?
ruin her night or making her think I was weird.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't
No.
even need to tell the person.
You
I've
don't need
heard
to do that.
You
Two
don't need to tell
schools on
them.
You know,
that.
to say I'm a wizard. I have a hat. I have a wizard
Shut
hat.
up!
Here
Shut
we
up!
go.
Shut up! What if you do it that way?
Well then.
So what if you do it that way?
Get really fucking weird on them.
This
This
is
is my
incredible.
hat.
I
I
mean,
need
I
to-
would. That would kind
I
of be
need
hot
to do
for me.
some
Oh.
sex magic to level up. So yeah.
God damn it! God damn it! Shut up!
He does voices.
So, anyways,
Wow,
suffice
Max.
to say that spending the night with her, I felt better about my situation. 2018 as a whole,
Oh, turn your mic a little bit towards your mouth.
towards my mouth. Okay.
Not too close, but
Yeah.
there's perfect.
All right.
That space is great. Go ahead.
But anyways, on Friday morning, I switched gears and tried to say like, okay, I was very successful last night, but I gotta try both.
Yeah.
I gotta do a little solo round here. So
Why not?
Wow.
yeah, and it just kind of imagine things happening, things like a city being built with a laser and all this crazy shit. So
As you do.
yeah, and
Was
It
there any
just- I
intention in this?
Yeah. Well,
the intention was just to kind of like
See the future in
see
some
the
way, I
future.
guess.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're going to
That's
have like
really cool, Max.
they're going to have CAD
so
printed
cool.
cities and shit. On
Sounds
the moon.
about right.
Yep.
I remember the moon.
The moon.
Great
moon
skirt
days.
song.
But yeah, I had a
Got
great
a
time.
case of the moon days. That's what you could call your period.
I don't
Yeah.
like
Anyone
that.
say
I
that?
don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, and I-
yeah, I'm not.
But when I
feeling
did
that
the
one.
solo round, just real quick, last
Okay.
thing, I felt at the end that I was on top of like a giant fucking bird or something.
Wow.
were you fucking that
God
bird?
damn.
No, I
dude.
wasn't fucking the
Oh,
bird. I
okay.
was
Where's
just
the
on
giant
one.
Well,
fucking bird.
Max,
on.
can I
That's
ask
like
what
in Rescuers 2. Did you
Rescuers
steal that
Something
from
like
Rescuers
Rescuers
2?
Down
Rescuers
Under.
two-
Have you ever
Rescuers
have
2
you
Down
ever
Under.
have you ever watched Rescuers 2 in an anime cafe? Yeah, I have too.
They rode a bird in the first Rescuers also. Just totally clear
Is that
on
John
that one.
Candy the bird in
No,
that?
I didn't like
no,
that
it
bird.
wasn't
It's
John
an
Candy
albatross.
till
I would
later.
never want to look at one. That's the
but
most
anyway,
unlucky seabird.
Max, can I ask you what you were trying to channel when you fucked the stripper?
When I fucked the stripper, I tried to like channel success, just the idea of success and
Yes.
enjoyment of not necessarily things but experiences
Hmm.
and friends.
Like what you were
That's
doing at that
awesome.
I'm
very
back.
moment.
The city has
Yeah,
claimed me again.
Weird.
I'm being pulled back to the center.
I've had more than one night like that in my life, Max.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I relate to this experience that he had, is what I'm saying.
Do you want to go next?
Not ready.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Man, it's hard to talk. It's
Well,
gonna be
mine
hard to
is
follow
mine. Mine has. Yeah, it is hard to follow that, and mine is just like I don't know how far back I'm supposed to go in this story before it doesn't start to make sense unless you go back far enough. But I guess I'll let you go while I think about that.
All right. So I came up with my own ritual, and it was I called it the water sex ritual. Wait, is that what I called it? water sex ritual. So
Radulate.
I've always like dated people who are Aquarius, and that's the most obvious water sign, right?
Aquarius is an air sign.
Oh
actually.
shoot. I did this all wrong. Hey, let's do the astrology episode sometime soon. I don't know.
This is good pod, Adam.
And,
So anyway, you called it the lighter than air sex ritual.
lighter than air sex
Lighter
Quick
than
ritual.
rebranding.
Were you
Quick
the one humping
rebranding.
gas, Adam?
Quick rebranding.
Quit
What
humping gas,
Adam has
Adam.
I
been
might
doing,
as well have
what
been.
Adam has been doing is going down to the hardware store, the Lowe's, and he goes up to the paint aisle, and then he huffs the paint
I do not
in
huff
the paint aisle,
Lowe's
but then he goes up to the return counter and he goes like, "Someone open this paint! I need to get it for 50% off." And
That's so scummy. I would never do such a thing.
while you're
to
high on
Lowe's.
paint, they're like marking down spray paint that they know you huffed, but you're just like, that's how they don't get you on the system. I'm beating the system this way. And then,
Well, I do not beat the system that way.
then you beat off in one of those sheds out in the parking lot.
I do
I've-
beat off in
I've
the shed in
taken
the
a
parking lot,
label
but that's because
from-
you can technically
It's
from
not
on
the,
Lowe's
uh,
property.
I've technically taken a label from like a 50% off bin at like a health food store in Placer County and put it on some ginkgo.
in a
something.
store in
Like a
in
$4
El Dorado
ginkgo.
County.
Are
and
you
then-
trying to get yourself arrested right now, Max? 'Cause
Max,
it sounds
that's
like
a
that's
form
what
of
you're trying to do.
shoplifting.
No, it's not.
Adam is just huffing paint.
Anyways, so I'm huffing paint, and this is the no, I did. It was a it was a water-based ritual. Anyways, so I faced the west, because that's the side where the water's at, and I would dip my finger. What?
Go on.
Why you guys cringe at my rituals?
I'm not even listening. I wasn't even.
I want to hear the rest.
Well, it'd be good if you did listen.
I'm listening.
since you're on this show.
I
But
was just checking my Tinder. Sorry.
I'll get into that too.
Don't act like you're above it.
Above it,
I think that's part of the ritual.
that
at
was
some
part of the
point.
ritual.
Yeah.
I was okay. So I put 11 dots of water on my head, and this is all stuff I just that came to me at the moment, and did my thing. Did the similar where I was trying to manifest, basically, that Jack Parsons episode we did.
Yeah.
It got me thinking, like, I want to manifest my own Babylon.
I want.
What's it called? Like a magic partner or
Psychic baby.
psychic soulmate or
Oh.
whatever you call it. And so I was kind of I had that in mind. So I ended up, during this ritual, Babylon appeared to me and was just kind of like, oh yes, give your, energy to me. And, and as we learned from the last episode, Babylon feeds off of the ego. So I thought that, like, okay, so I have to be prepared because part of this is going to be about my ego getting crushed.
Just question though: is Babylon part of the same pantheon as like Barbatos or?
Barbate. Oh, I don't. It's a thelemic.
It's
deity.
Thelemic. Okay, I wasn't. I'm trying to make headwind into understanding that definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going off of what we did last episode that inspired me to do this. And so I would do this almost every night this week, except for a few where I was just like, bleh, and didn't go through with all the steps of it. But the results, I would say, for something like this did not come really. No pun intended. I actually had like a really bad dating or attempt at dating experience, kind of, I guess.
Well, on the it not happening right away thing.
Yeah.
When I did that thing last year where I met that guy,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even realize he was the guy I was trying to conjure up for like 2 weeks.
Oh,
So sometimes,
that's
so
what I
it's like you're
figure.
planting a seed, no pun intended,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I'm not trying to get anyone pregnant here, okay?
and then except the
Down the line,
except the
after
universe.
a couple months.
You're trying to birth a spirit creature.
Yeah.
Way to go, Adam. Some of us can't do that.
Like, I think that's not. I don't think you're talking strictly
so
about a
what-
biological pregnancy in that.
So what
instance.
happened? What was your adversity?
Oh, well, yeah, anyway, so I reactivated my Tinder account, which is Always a great idea.
Which you
It's-
should
it's
never
the
do
best it's ever
after
been.
huffing spray paint.
After huffing spray paint. And
It's a good account. It's a solid.
like I think after like, I was trying to be discerning this time. Usually I think my old tactic was, just gonna swipe right here and wait for something to pop up.
Oh, God.
Someone
Is that
did.
how guys do that?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, women do it too, but the opposite direction.
I have no idea what that is. I don't use apps. I'm so fucking low tech, you guys.
So I did it like a woman this time, I did it like nope, until I would come across someone, who I thought like, oh, okay, this person's cool.
That's not like a woman. That's just normal, but okay.
Oh, okay.
Normal for a woman, because I
Yeah.
think most guys are just like, yep, totally.
Well,
do
you don't
it.
even use it, Andrew.
I have used it.
Really? And you
Long
just
ago.
kept swiping?
I never got matched with anyone, or if I did,
Guys
I would
keep
be
saying
like,
this, and I can't believe
yeah,
it.
I would be like, hey, I can't
Hot
believe
guys
it. I
like
just
us.
reject all of them whenever they pop up, and yet I don't know why.
Like,
I
look,
never get matched to
I
them.
helped Adam revamp his
She
Tinder,
did.
and I helped my my friend Ross revamp his Tinder.
I'm not. This was like in 2013. I was
Well,
on Tinder.
They
not
both needed
trying
major rehauls, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Guys are not good at
Now there's
I'm
coffee
not,
and a bagel. The new dating app. It's
coffee meets bagel.
It's just coffee meets bagel.
Hey, you
Yeah, it is
revamp
coffee
my
meets
Tinder
bagel.
That's a
anytime.
hella wholesome dating app, I think.
Yeah. I thought it was like a Jewish dating
It's like
thing, like the new
no,
J-date.
it's I feel like it's like it's the
Upper scale.
what's the word for not Christian?
Atheist?
No, like everyone else.
Agnostic?
Agnostic.
No,
Pagan?
Like it starts with
Heretic?
an S.
Normie.
Satanist?
Sectarian,
Secular.
secular,
Secular J-date.
non-secular, right? People that don't believe in Jesus Christ.
That's what coffee and a bagel is about?
No, I was just gonna
Or
say
coffee
it's like
meets
the
bagel?
Christian mingle for the non-secular
What?
population.
There's no.
It's hella
like,
just
it's
like-
farmers only for
It's like the
urbanites.
opposite of Tinder. It's like Tinder's like
Well, I hope we don't have sex on this date. Oh, good, me either. Like, is that like? Well, I've heard there's podcasts with ritual sex magic things going around. I wouldn't want to get tied up in any of that. I would.
I would just want to get tied up.
Yeah, that's different. That's a
Everyone's
different
just
thing.
trying to live for today.
Yeah, I don't
not
want all
for the
my
future.
tiles to be
I'm
lava.
not trying to live for the future.
Anyway, back to Adam.
Oh, yeah. So, and like, yeah, I talked to this person, or I matched with someone, a couple of people. One of them, that seemed cool. Like, one of the first questions is, what's your sign? And, I say what
Nice.
it is and moon, where it's at,
Important.
And then she's like, what kind of music do you like? Like black metal.
Was she
and-
was she doing that? What do you?
Yeah, that's kind of how it
Come
came
here.
up.
You haven't
How
seen the
long?
screen cabs?
Anyways, yeah,
that was
based on
that
those
was
two
bros
things
only.
alone,
I'm sorry.
How
That
long
was-
are
yeah.
you?
based on those, okay, yeah, but based on those two things alone, that was enough. The moon in Gemini and the liking black metal music, that was a no-go.
Well, look, I have a moon in Gemini too, so I'm personally offended by that.
So I posted on Facebook, which is probably not smart. I just
No,
got
it's hilarious.
Tinder rejected for liking black metal and having a moon in Gemini. And someone on there commented like, "Oh, that's my friend. I told her you were so cool."
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, wait a second, because
Yeah.
I call shenanigans.
what happened next was I received a message from this person on Tinder saying like, "Hey, just to let you know, it wasn't about the black metal or the moon in Gemini. It's because my friend said you weren't cool."
What?
Pretty much, but
Really?
yeah.
That's
Damn.
wait. So your friend totally dropped the dime on you?
Yeah.
Said like he's a crappy boyfriend. You don't want anything to do with this joker.
And even if she's right,
What business is this of hers?
what business is that
Let
of hers
me
to
prove
protect her
that I'm an
friends?
asshole through my actions.
Let the lady
Let
decide.
her
Whoa,
decide
whoa,
for
let her
herself
decide
if
for
I'm a
herself
jerk.
on this
What
one.
if I'm not quite as much of a jerk in her eyes.
Yeah, because this mutual friend.
who's the
I
friend?
haven't seen. I'm
Who's
not
the
gonna say
friend?
any
We're being
names,
very anonymous. This
but
episode.
it's someone we
person.
knew in like I knew a little bit in high school, and then later on
Really?
just in Facebook frienders
Yeah.
with. But
Okay.
anyways, not
Someone
anymore.
with no real one-on-one Adam
appreciation.
experience.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah. it's
What
bullshit.
what business is that?
I don't know,
She
but
needs
that was
to not.
It's just like where when the Tinder world crosses over into the Facebook world, and
It's all the same world.
it's all the same world. The Instagram world, it's all the same, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the magic
Podcasts.
of. And that was my
And it
magic
keeps-
ritual,
and it
and
keeps
that's
the
Wait, hold on a
spiders in the air.
second.
Hold on.
Did you not
Yeah.
make the connection about Babylon saying that you have to give a sacrifice of your ego, some ego death?
I thought about that because I was like, that is kind of an ego death, and maybe Babylon got what she wanted out of me,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
and maybe that's what I deserved.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
It wasn't even that bad. I think I was just more
I
mad
don't know
about the
what
friend
this
ratting me
deserve
out as
thing
a
is about. You know, like it's something that you needed to have happen.
yeah.
If you want to get with someone, you got to earn it. You got to get those good boy points. And
That's what's
somehow
hard.
win. Like, yeah. I don't know.
I don't feel like that about guys, but
I'm-
you know,
yeah.
I mean, obviously,
Hey,
don't be a dick.
You
It's
need to
pretty
collect
simple.
all the cheese tickets.
Chuck E. Cheese.
All the Chuck E.
tickets.
Cheese
all the
tickets.
cheese tickets.
My cheese dollars.
I
have
never
all
got
of
enough
them. Here
of
they
those.
are.
getting
Are those
good.
like Bitcoin?
Cheese dollars.
I got some
They
Bitcoin
should
recently.
make that one.
How much?
$10 worth.
Do
Really?
you know how
Yep.
it works?
Yes, I know I know exactly how Bitcoin works.
I don't think anyone knows.
You need
how
to write me
Bitcoin
a
works.
seminar.
It's as simple as no. Look, I can explain it for anyone as simple as this.
No.
You know those a regular coin.
Yeah.
Think
like that
about
with a
that, but
B.
in bits.
Tiny coins.
All right. I think I get this. It's like
Like a disc defrag on a penny.
if there was a coin, but instead of it being in the world,
Mhm.
it's like in the computer.
Trapped in the computer, and it
Yeah.
can't get out.
And it can only be used for computer-based transactions.
So you can carry hologram coins or something.
No, Max. There's no physical thing. It's a ledger entry,
Hologram.
and it's a ledger entry which uses something called
Allegedly.
blockchain. I think they call it.
But I
yeah,
just
I
want to
heard
say,
about that.
I really like Babylon a lot. She's really cool. She totally
She's
devours.
your new
Yeah, she
patron
devours my
saint.
yeah, my soul and gets me horny and
Wow.
Wow, good for
Good.
you.
it's like some kind of sad tulpa magic going on or something.
Oh, is that like some kind of sad, some kind of sad loser gripping his donkey?
when
in
we
the
were
dark?
talking about the
Hey, go
having
live in
a
the forest
some-
with your demon. Yeah.
Yeah.
when we were talking about having like someone that you feel like is guiding you, I was telling you about Baba Yaga.
Yeah. The
And-
scary Russian
Well,
witch of the woods that eats babies, right?
yes, which is crazy because in podcast
Like
past,
that woman from that
You'll
news story
remember
earlier today.
that I had a recurring nightmare when I was a child about a witch. Remember?
Yeah.
And she was like collecting children in this like cage, and like I let everybody out, and then the dream stopped. But it happened for like 6 months straight, like every single night. And so it was weird that I would like come back around to that, but I just kind of found it when I was looking up about Tantra, because I was looking up a bunch of stuff researching for this episode. I was reading more about Tantra and sex magic, and there was this really cool witch on YouTube, and I can't remember her name, so I feel bad that I can't give her credit right now. But she was talking about Baba Yaga and how like women usually who have sexual trauma, especially in childhood, this old crone figure is really great for like healing sexual trauma. And she, like, but
yeah, not to be
Yeah.
sensitive, but why would this scary witch lady be
because
helpful in the.
I don't know. It's just like apparently she is like protective of children. And,
she's
like,
protecting them, not eating
and
them.
women. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what you heard,
Mm-hmm.
but
my friends. Okay.
I heard that just like that, the energy that you can channel through her is really good for that stuff. So,
Wow.
So I was kind of working with that a little bit too, and just kind of like imagining. Because instead of like her being vicious towards me or like scary towards me, like maybe she's like protecting me,
Yeah.
From the PTS demons.
Flip it and spin it.
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
I say, Baba Yaga, Babylon.
Yep.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Babs
As
Con,
long as-
yeah,
As long as you're going to Babs Con,
which
Can't
is
go wrong.
interesting.
you can't go wrong. All right, what about you?
Well,
Long
let's
Dong Drew?
straight onto that one.
Yeah, I said that.
The thing I was
Did you huff
the-
gas?
Well, no, I always huff gas every day,
Okay.
and Adam learned that spray paint trick from me. So,
Jeez,
So-
I don't want you to just.
so just to be clear on that one, yes, I did.
You did huff
What
gas.
did you did?
Wait, the thing I wanted was to make sure that my BabsCon party works out fine.
And what is
Again,
BabsCon for
BabsCon is the Bay Area Brony Spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hosting the party there. A certain
Nice.
notorious party will be thrown by me.
He
and some
throws the
friends.
best brony parties.
This is actually true. So
I hear.
the thing I am trying to channel, as always, is another successful night of fun for everyone, including myself. Just a successful event. That is what I am always channeling. That is what I'm always trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Though I had been trying to do the same exact thing through Sex Magick also last year, and I feel I was successful at it because that was a successful event, and so was the one after that.
Yes.
But I'm sorry, I was losing my chain of thought because
Anticipation.
I was losing my chain of thought on that one because that's in the past. But mostly also acknowledging that
You got
tried
something
to-
under your
I
belt.
have tried to do ritual sex magic before, and I feel as though
Yeah.
I've been successful at it. When we were doing the Jack Parsons episode last week, I made some allusion to attempting ritual sex magic again, and I said I had seen myself transform into my demon self, which I thought was pretty cool. But
How'd you see yourself?
just kind of, was concentrating on, well, during the sex.
Is this with a partner?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
During the sex, just kind of trying to, detach from as much of what's happening then and there at the moment, and just sort of, give into the energy of it,
Yeah.
and then sort of just, keep your eyes closed. And I can oftentimes, when I close my eyes, see myself in the room with the people. I'm like, if I close my eyes, like, I'll have no problem getting like kind of like a perspective of all of us sitting in the room right now. Like I can kind of see it still. So
He's closing his eyes right now. as
so
he's saying this.
like Max said, very visual wizard at times, and
Very visual.
can often visualize myself in the present state, or the present state as we perceive it.
Yeah.
So while kind of witnessing myself doing things, I can see a transformation occur, or a opening of some other entity or some being whose power I'm channeling to get this thing that I want.
Yeah.
It's definitely
It's getting really hot.
It's definitely a dark. Thank you. It's definitely a dark energy, and
Adam knows my secrets.
and
Yeah.
I can like. God damn it!
Tentacles.
God damn it!
Demons.
Lots of demons and
God damn it.
tentacles.
And
Demon sex.
Okay.
You turned into it last week. Checked.
Last
You
week
turned
checked, I
into a
turned
demon.
demon
Had
and
sex with
had
someone.
sex with someone, and
Did they know you were doing this as a sex?
I
ritual?
have informed them of this in the past, that this partner specifically is someone who I've told them, like, oh, I mostly hook up with you because I feel like I can channel. I can channel tremendous powers when we have
Yeah,
sex.
a little Crowley over here.
This person I've known for, I want to say since like 2008 or so. Like, but we've kind of been off and on because I've had different things happen. But there's someone, just a friend of mine that we've hooked up more and less over the years. But this is someone who I've known for a very long time, and for most of that time, like when we were hooking up, like I would be, fairly open with them. Like, oh yeah, light a candle, whatever reason. I'm doing some magic here. Like, I had left a pendant of magical charge at their place for like a real long time once, and then got it back from them later.
You put a Michael Bolton record on.
No, it wasn't a Michael Bolton record. It was a. It was a sort of a.
Was it a bolt-on Michael record?
No.
Sorry to make you think about Michael Bolton for a
No,
second.
you totally threw me off, and now I'm the dude. It's the bro cave. What did he?
Bones.
In the Christmas special.
No girls allowed.
No girls allowed.
Yeah, watch the Valentine's special
which,
of last year with Michael Bolton.
So yeah, kind of like you said, kind of little Crowley situation there, where I have kind of been channeling some sort of magnetic red energy light portal through this person to conduct sex magic rituals. But there's actually someone else who's the blue light portal who I had also in the course of last year had started. Well, I don't know if they're aware that I'm doing sex magic with them, but I definitely am.
Yeah.
Or that is to say, I believe she is aware that that is all she is capable of at this point.
Right.
And
we all get that. Get there.
We get that feeling at some point.
We're just a vessel of someone else's
magic
ritual.
power. Well, and I feel like, if you get good enough at doing sex magic, like you have a form that you take on, like there is a you, like, that Billy Joel song, The Stranger. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's kind of like that song.
Which part of that song? I don't know. I don't know how.
Anyway,
I know what you mean.
But
okay.
Have you ever let the lover see the stranger in yourself?
There we go. Some lyrics.
Ooh.
There we go. Got it.
The poetry of Joel.
Joel.
The Joelatry.
The Joelatry. A Joel.
Edgar Allan Joel.
Idolatry of the Joelatry.
Edgar Allan Joel. That's good.
And that's someone who I've known for even longer.
So you have red sex magic and blue sex magic.
Well, I think that.
Which pill,
this is.
do you like the red pill or the bed?
No, there's all kinds of colored light portals in the world, and there was a white light portal that was highly powerful for sex magic. I knew that person once too.
Yeah.
And
so you just sex magicked all these different red, white, and blue.
So do you see a color when you fuck somebody?
Well, like, see how you see like that LED light?
Yes.
Like I'll get like flashes like that in my eyes sometimes. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
But I get those sometimes anyway, just when I'm doing just like, trying to channel magic energy and things. Like I will see the light portals open up.
I do that with
disappear.
Whenever I work with angels.
Right.
I see the gold light.
The yellow is
and sometimes
deceptive.
During meditation, like different lights.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
So that's but that was the previous week.
Okay.
And then this week we were preparing to do this show, and we're like, all right, everyone, let's try to do our sex magic thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just like could not get into the fucking step of it. Like the night that I did meet up with the person, like it was just kind of like I was already sort of worn out from doing another thing, and just like was not feeling it, was not able to concentrate.
Yeah.
Like, just kind of feeling hapless, but like, attempting to actually summon this sex magic power. Like, maybe it was what you said, Babylon showed up and just made me feel horny and frustrated for the next few days and angry about everything, and I was afraid nothing would work out.
Ego death.
So yeah, I had to, and like I don't usually masturbate because I don't like it, and I guess it might have something to do with that ego death you were talking
That's
about.
super cool, though.
And like just
Guys
to
that don't
make this,
masturbate, hot.
just to make this like shitty, like pent up feeling kind of go away, I wound up masturbating and kind of felt that same sort of. Once again, like I do, like you sent me that blog article where I just like kind of
That you
responded
sent us some
to where I was just like
five
where I was like I did
text
like
block long.
like this 5 text block
horrible
long, just
person is so stupid.
like saying how gross this masturbator is, and just like ripping on this person who is just like, I'm gonna share my attempt at doing this ritual, like just like made such an honest attempt and wrote such a real good, like well written, well presented article that I just like was not having any of it. I was just like, more pro masturbation. I was just reading at this article, and like I'm just, end of the week, I'm just like, well, here I am. Like, you can't transform into your awesome demon self all the time.
Wait, did we break our no fap February?
I think we fucked that one up. So it's still
Dude,
no crap, but at least it's still no crap February. I'm holding it in still.
Yeah, and that's
You
working
guys
out
haven't
fine.
been.
It actually
you've
is
been
kind of
doing
what I
this
do.
No Fap
Fap?
November.
Yeah, I thought that was it too, guys.
It's no February. Wait, I thought I was
Every
sure
month
that was
gets a
thing.
variation
Sorry, I
on
think it was
this.
November.
So
This is
get
every
used
month.
to this.
Yes, exactly.
Every month
Anal
people
August.
need some
jerk.
sort of absence
It's
to cling to.
No jerk June.
No starch March.
No starch March.
Anal August.
Yeah.
What? My mic is too far.
I mean, I think that's the end of my story. I mean, there's more to that story, but
No strippers. No.
no, nothing.
I think Max had
Max
the craziest,
won.
like,
Mine was
Can we
not
get
a
an air
story,
horn
it was
for
an
that?
accounting
Max-
of what
Max,
I did over the last week.
Max
And
left
I moved
field
here.
Lehman.
Nice.
thank you.
Nice.
I'm gonna
Came out of
like
left field.
co-op you guys into some of these episodes once I got mine.
once,
like, really.
once
you'll
dark,
roll us
once
in.
dark
Roll
days.
you
You'll
in.
find some time for
Get
us.
you some sound blocks. All
Oh
cool.
man, I'm so excited to
Can
start
you plug my
working on
podcast?
editing Dark
can
Days.
absolutely.
Wait, who's plugging it? You want me to or Max to?
No, Max when he gets famous. This podcast sucks.
Dark
Oh, okay.
Days with Maxfield Lehman. There will be stories,
Jeez.
fictional accounts,
This is good
myths.
pod.
There will be discussions, modern magic.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
from DMK or
Yeah,
what?
let's try them both.
Why not both?
Yeah, no, actually, I've been reading that
You've got
modern
some confidence
magic.
since you fucked, Max.
Yeah, I kind of do.
Wow.
Kind of do.
Huffing gas and all that.
Well, you were having fun, huffing gas, and having sex with
With
Great people.
really cool people.
really cool people.
With
You
two,
mentioned
with two E's.
Modern Magic by Donald Michael Craig, and I too have started reading that, and and that's kind of how I diarrheaed my experience. You have to put like what the phase the moon is, what time it is, the day, how you feel, how you
This is for a regular Book of Shadows, right?
yeah.
What are you
need-
talking
You
about?
need like a little electron.
That's why I'm trying to
buddy
clarify right
put
now.
all these
So,
things in and like sort it
You're
out.
applying that to what we just did with
Yeah.
sex magic, but this is for a general like magical journal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
I did know. I just wanted to make that distinction so people
Yeah,
understand.
this is because I really wanted to do like the magical journal thing and the dream journal thing after reading that book, but no dreams.
Have you been doing the
I did have a
Saying
dream
I
white
didn't
this
light?
do
morning.
magic.
What?
Have you been doing the white light ceremony thing?
I haven't gotten to that page. Is that like page 2 or something? Thank you
Yeah, I've
for
had this
laughing.
book since I was like 16, and it was like the first time I got serious about witchcraft. Like I had done it before, but this book it's Kabbalistic magic,
Yeah,
and that's what I was.
it's that golden dawn.
I was given some really good advice about witchcraft at a young age. So yeah, I've had that since I was 16.
Nice.
Kabbalistic magic?
Kabbalistic, yeah.
Like in order to have a cabal.
No, it's from
You
like
like
the
the word
Kabbalah.
cabal.
It's
I
ancient
love
Jewish
secret. I
mysticism.
like the idea of a secret,
What about a
Group.
cabal?
a group plotting against other groups.
Shish cabal.
It sounds like a delicious, spicy thing you get on a menu somewhere.
Like a fucking barbecue hunter
Right,
killer
exactly.
steak
Yeah,
sauce.
exactly. It
with,
sounds
with
like it's gonna
prawns and
get
onion
served
rings.
like spinning around with fire and stuff. Yeah. Comes out to the table. They make a big to-do about it.
I'm trying to think of, what topic to cover, in the coming future. And I'm thinking between Kabbalah.
Coming future.
Yes. I was thinking about making this whole month sex magic because of stupid Valentine's
been
Day.
Well, but also it takes so long to manifest. You know, I
How-
mean, it doesn't necessarily,
but I
but
just mean our next topic, like for next week.
Has anyone got any plans for Valentine's Day?
I don't
That's a good
observe that. I don't
question.
really have a partner that's worth spending that with. So.
That's worth spending that. You
I
have
don't waste
plenty of
money on it.
partners, just not one worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
We should throw a big ass house party, guys.
I was gonna do a Galentine's Day
Is that where you drink a gallon of wine?
and cry.
Yeah.
No, it's all the gals get together, and we just do, like
Okay,
girl
I
things.
say throw a big ass house party, 2 to 4
No, let's have
DJs.
Brolentine's Day.
Brolentine's
Brolin-
Day?
You have to
Valentine's
have
Day.
it somewhere else because this is reserved for this.
Valentine's
been
Day.
reserved for
Valentine's.
gallons.
Oh, we're gonna have a picnic. We're gonna be out.
Oh,
like,
good.
have
Go.
like a
The guys
10-gallon
love
picnic.
to
We're not
be
gonna
when
sit
you're
around the house.
outdoors.
We're gonna do fishing.
We're gonna
fishing
need a
and
cart for all the
camping
gallons,
and
you
fucking
guys.
each other.
We're gonna
Yeah.
need a cart
In the
for all the
woods.
gallons and a worker to pull it.
All the
Basically,
gallons?
Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, we're gonna have our own little Bohemian Grove. So hit us up
If you
on
want
the
to
chat.
come on Valentine's Day, please join our Discord.
Hop
And
on.
for our 2 female listeners,
Come
come on over to Galentine's Day.
Come on over.
No weird butt stuff. You don't even have to worry about it.
Really?
Bring a
And you
nice
know what? You
bottle
don't-
bottle
I
of
thought
wine.
that's something you
don't-
always have
you
to
don't
worry about.
worry about it at our thing either. It would
Yeah.
be better just not
You
to
better
worry
just-
about it.
I think butt stuff's just implied, right?
Yeah, it's
For
better
me,
just not to worry
Valentine's
about
Day
it.
has always been Throttlestein's Day. I just drink a bunch of beer.
Throttlestein's Day?
Yeah,
That's a good
kind
one
of.
because he drinks a lot of beer.
Yeah, and I'm kind of half German. Yeah.
A lot of full throttle
Plays-
energy
he
drink
plays,
plug.
No, he plays that video game,
Oh,
Full
okay.
Throttle, the
Nice.
computer
Throttle.
game.
I think Full Throttle was a good energy drink, and I think this was a great show.
Yeah, me
Great
too.
one.
I'm confused though. Are we still doing sex stuff again next time?
Well, no, I just thought a topic related to sex magic, but now I'm
Tantra.
thinking, yeah, it could be that. But is that magic?
I would say it falls under the umbrella.
Yeah, it could help.
I
a
at least
wizard.
want to
Yeah,
go
you're
on
right.
a retreat before I do that.
Well, yeah, we could do Tantra next week, but I'm not going to tell you guys. It's going
No.
to be a big old secret.
And suggestions, please.
Yeah, send your
secrets in the
suggestions in.
forest.
Okay, you guys start singing a song right now.
Happy birthday.
There
to
was a really
you.
great
Happy
show.
birthday
And thank you
to
for coming.
Try and make it a better
Happy
song.
Hold on.
birthday,
Thank you
Mrs.
for
Robinson.
coming to our show.
Mrs. Jackson. Ooh,
Okay.
I am for
let's
real.
let's do like. Sorry, Miss Jackson.
It can't be an already
I
thought
am
of song.
For
Oh.
real.
You guys have to write your own
Sex,
song.
sex in the city, sex,
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 Okay.
sex in the city, sex, sex in the city,
yeah.
I was just
Ass-
checking to see if anyone
ass and
emailed us a
titties.
topic.
Sex
but
in
no.
the city. me.
No new topics. Come on, guys. Get on it.
Urban sex. I want that
They
urban
just like what we
sex.
choose.
I want to have that
Sex.
urban
Sex.
sex.
Okay, the
Sex.
purpose of the song was to entertain people a lot while I checked the email.
Okay.
And you checked the email?
And I checked the
I
email.
was entertained.
And how do we feel about that email?
Is
Do we
it-
have any emails?
Is it a? Is
There are
it
too many. I
is
can't
it
read
from
them
the
all.
Patreon
it's a
guy?
problem sometimes.
No.
Thank
none
you,
from him, but we
Patreon
do
guys,
thank
by
him
the
very
way.
much.
Yeah, thank you.
That is so
Do you want a
awesome.
sex-related gift? Just let us know.
Yeah.
All right, Courtney is making that offer officially.
Go ahead.
Us.
Go ahead. Do that.
We could. Well, yeah.
We can fill a jar.
If
We
you-
can't assume
If
his
you can
orientation.
fill a jar, you can. These are really tiny bottles. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Let's Just Be Wizards. Next week we will have an awesome new topic and activity to cover. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. It's helpful to the show. We'll transmit infinite power to you through the ethers, as always. And email us something, you fuck. At Let's Just Be Wizards at gmail.com. That's Let's Just Be Wizards at gmail.com. Or hit us up on Facebook. We go on there too.
You
Some
idiot.
of us. You loser. And if you want to send us something like a book to review, or you just want us to, shout you out or something, we can scratch your back and
I
you can
think-
scratch ours.
I think
and
one
we
of
could come to
the Facebook emoji should be like a thumb up a butt.
you're going to have to draw that
Yeah.
in
They should.
AutoCAD.
You know what's nice is on Discord you can pretty much add whatever emoji you want. So
Do you
that
work for Discord?
No, I just am on there a lot.
Is it any of us on Discord?
Not me.
I think I should be.
Yeah,
I've
just
heard it
me
mentioned
and-
elsewhere.
Max is.
I've heard it mentioned somewhere
I
else.
am.
Max is definitely on Discord. I cyberbully him on there all day.
Oh my
So,
God.
no, he doesn't.
Yes,
Come
I
on.
do.
You just
Look at
do
our
that.
chat.
You better
You
not.
do that to our other friend, maybe the blue light
I'm
one.
gonna cyberbully him right now.
Do that to the blue light one, the one
All
we've
right,
known
guys.
for a while. Right?
Hold on. Here
Ooh.
we go.
Thanks for listening, and be safe with your sex.
Safe sex.
Safe sex
Yeah, we
matters.
didn't. We never said that.
You know
this
what?
whole episode.
If you have unsafe sex and something bad happens to you, are you even going to try and blame us for that?
Gotta
Let's talk
have-
about sex, baby. Let's talk
I don't
about
think you will.
You gotta get
Let's
the
talk about
right
all
kind
the
of.
good things and the bad things that may be.
You need the right kind of REI tent for safe sex.
About sex.